Alright guys, what's up? It's Centaur. We are going to show you all 7 locations of the cursed possessions here in 6 Tanglewood Drive.
Alright, we're here. Take a look at the equipment and prepare accordingly before starting the investigation.
Okay,
Reports of light switching.
so
Possibly harmless, but be careful.
we're not really gonna worry about anything right now. We're simply just gonna go in. And we'll show you where each of the locations are for each of the cursed possessions. Okay. First we'll go turn on the power. Okay. So first up, you come through the main entrance. You're gonna come to the left and you come to here in the nursery and you'll have your first cursed possession, which is a music box. And then if you take a photo of it, you should get a 3-star photo. That could go towards your perfect investigation. Mind you, this is a custom map, so I have all of the cursed possessions in here for this specifically. Second, you come into the living room just before the green room, and you have the haunted mirror. Using this one will show you the favorite room. Hold on to it for too long, and it will crack and can start a cursed hunt, but it will show you the location of the favorite room. Also, with the music box, if you pick it up and then you use it, it will do its little music box song, but it can guide you to the favorite room where the ghost is by like walking with it out while it plays. And this one's a little bit more difficult to use, so I wouldn't use that as much as I would use like a haunted mirror to find the location. A little bit safer. And third, if you get it in your game, because they are random, this is the tarot cards. I think there's 15 different choices in there, ranging from good and bad things all the way from just a straight hangman for death, which would be an instant death, but there is a lot more than just instant death in there, and they're good cards for multiplayer too. Alright, then we're going to come straight through here into the kitchen. You look in the dining room, use your open, you can see that you have the monkey paw here. This one gives you wishes, and you can wish for things like you can wish to see the ghost, you know, favorite room, so that you could like take a picture or whatever, or I believe you can wish to see the bone. There's a few different types of questions you can ask, and it will give you a penalty on your vision and or stamina and both for the remainder of the game, or for a few minutes at a time after use. So this one is definitely a use with caution. But as you can see, now we have the music box, the haunted mirror, the tarot cards, the monkey paw. Now if we come back this way, we'll go to the garage through the utility room. Turn this light on, and this is where the voodoo doll is located, right here on a garbage truck in the left corner of the garage. So we've now got the voodoo doll. Picking him up and using him will do a bunch of different things. But if you get the one in the heart right away or later on, that one is the one that will start a cursed hunt. But the other ones cause the ghost to do different things with the environment or showing up or whatever for ghost event and stuff. But every time you use these things, they drain your sanity. So you want to make sure that your sanity is high enough before using these items. That way you don't just accidentally start a cursed hunt when you didn't intend it on, like, say, your first attempt at it. Okay, shut some of these lights off so the breaker doesn't bust on me. And then now we have the last two items, which will be in the basement, which will be the summoning circle. This one, you'll take your igniter, matches or whatever. I believe this is actually the room because I can see my breath down here. It's probably under 40 degrees. But anyways, you take your matches or the lighters that they give you, and you would use your left trigger for an interaction when you have it out and lit to then light these candles. You light all of the candles and the ghost will show up here in the middle for just a few seconds, long enough for you to take a photo. So that's really what I believe the main intention of this one really is for, is a good way to get a 3-star photo if you get it. But otherwise you can I think you cause an event that way, or just a hunt in general if you're ready to be able to escape in a loop from it, up to the kitchen or whatever you're doing. And lastly, we have the Ouija board. With the Ouija board, you can press A on it, and it will then drop the planchette down in the middle, and then you can ask it questions about what you want from it, where the ghost is. Oh, scared me. Yeah. So, well, that's an old one. It's hard to see in the camera, but I got a 3-star ghost photo. But, yeah, so that's the favorite room. I'm sure, but we can test it with my favorite, with the haunted mirror. Yep. So that's what I do to be able to stop using it, especially if it doesn't just tap out right away, and then I can drop it. And then you don't use too much sanity using it. So it was the basement. So we'll just go through this just to kind of complete it, if we can. Yeah. There won't be any reward bonus on this though, because I have all the cursed possessions, but we'll just go through the game quickly instead of leaving. So I'll probably turn this night vision on, set this. Whoops, I forgot to get a tripod. Oh well. I'll have to go get one of those. I will set up my dots. Let's see if that'll work. We'll get more. Drop the camera. see, we can check what the bonus objectives are. If you're going for that perfect investigation, you're going to want 10 of these 3-star photos and the correct ghost, no death, and completing these. So cleanse, repel while chasing, detect a paranormal with the parabolic. So we want the parabolic. This is the tier 3 one. And we want what else? Incense. Take an incense and a lighter. And it was repel. So we'll bring in the other dots. Put it here. Like so. Drop that there. We'll go get the tripod. Grab book in this. Now, if you're using a tripod right away, this will have to be your last item that you can put the camera on there. I just forgot to do it. Jesus. Why do you have to be so damn creepy? What's this here? Shut the door on me. We'll, see if we got orbs. I don't see orbs or dots yet. Guess we'll leave that there for now. So I can bring in EMF. I usually set that down right next to the notebook. Set that down there. Grab salt, ultraviolet. You can use the UV light to find footprints in salt. And with the tier 3, you can even slow the ghost down when it walks through it. Oh. Ghost writing? Oh yeah, I need to get this so you can drop that down so you can see the footprints. You can take a picture of this. An interaction of the ghost doing something. I don't see it walking around, and we only have EMF 2. We need EMF 5 for that to count. But we can mark the ghost writing. We don't see the ghost running through dots. We can check the temperature. Parabolic. I don't see anything, but it did walk through the salt. We don't need any more photos. So we don't have to worry about that. Let's check the freezing temps. Check for that. And spirit box. .36. It needs to be below 33.6, I believe, for it to count as freezing. So almost. Not quite.
Getting attack.
Okay, spirit box. Didn't even get to ask. EMF 3. So spirit box. Yep. Elderly person, we saw that, so we can go check for orbs again. Well, if it... Okay, yeah. Could be a mirror, but it hasn't messed with the lights, so it probably isn't a mirror. Yeah, I don't see dots at all. Or orbs, or dots. So, double tap on that. Cross that out, so we're looking at a spirit, poltergeist, or Molroy. So we could do a Pulte test. I mean, it was throwing a bunch of shit around. It only stepped in the salt once, but I didn't see anything that could make it a spirit. So we'd need freezing temperatures for the Molroy, but I'm going to circle that for now. We need to cleanse, and repel won't happen because the ghost isn't going to kill us on this custom mode. So with the lighter, I can just press A on the smudge. I can cleanse the area. Depending on the ghost type, has different times. EMF 4. An airball event, if the Oni was still an option, he's the only one that can't do that, so you would be able to cross the Oni off of your list. Now, you can turn this light on. We can grab a bunch of objects. Set them down next to each other. And see if it gets really upset. Now, this is the same thing for the poltergeist too. Except for with the Pulte, you can have an explosion where it knocks everything all at once. Close enough. Now we can ask this and see if we can survive. I ask you, where are you? Where is the bone? Main bathroom. And then always remember to say goodbye whether you're doing it in voice or buttons. Never mind, we scored it. Alright, so... that away. Oh, wow. Using this tier 3 one like that right now would give me unlimited sprint for 10 seconds while it zips back up there. So that's kind of nice. Another smudge, probably not needed. But we can take this and this crucifix. Yeah, we can go in the main bathroom, which is right here. There's the bone. I already have the max picture, so all I gotta do is collect it. No. Ultraviolet. Because we have a footprint. So we can uncross this, cross that off, and it is a poltergeist. Oh, it did explode all of the items. Yep. That's a for sure test right there. So it's not freezing, it was not EMF, not ghost orbs, not dots. Poltergeist, we have 10 photos, 3-star, and the bone. And the correct ghost. So if you do all those things, you should get a perfect investigation bonus. Right? I have all 3 of these objectives done. I did those things. We have all those objects. That, now normally, since you won't have all the cursed objects, maybe you might only have one or you've taken them all out. A good way to get your photos is when you have the salt, whether you have the ultraviolet, or the, whether you have UV footprints or not. When it walks through the salt, you can take a picture of it, and that still will count as a 3-star photo as long as you take a good photo. And you can do that for every salt, so that's 9 if you have all 3 bottles, plus the footprints. The individual footprints count as a photo, so you can take photos of the footprints as well within your given time limit, whether you have extended time or only 5 seconds or 10 seconds or whatever it is. Or handprints, if you end up getting those at all on doors or interacting with anything like that when it rocked in the rocking chair. So there's plenty of ways to get 3-star photos, plus taking a photo of the bone and obviously the cursed object, the ghost. All good ways to get 3-star photos. So with everything done, circled correctly, photos taken, we leave and we see what we get. And when you leave without dying, you do not lose your equipment, but you will use your consumables. So that's salt, smudges, lighters, things like that. Right. So, it didn't, I don't know why it didn't do whatever there, but, yeah, you saw I collected the bone and there was the 10 photos, but you can see that it says perfect investigation bonus. So that's what you would get plus your reward, but because I'm on a custom mode, you won't see certain things. But then if you really want to know and say I didn't know where the bone evidence was and I didn't want to terrifyingly ask one of the cursed possessions a question, you can go to your detailed statistics. If you really couldn't find it by the end of your game, you'd be like, okay, you go all the way to the bottom and it will tell you the bone location. Well, it was in the main bathroom. So, and you can look at the abilities that were used by the ghost, the events that happened, how many hunts happened, the interactions the ghost had, how many times the fuse box had to be toggled, light switches, it moved a door. It tells you pretty much everything. And of course your times and what your sanity was gained and lost. Yeah, so if you like this video on where the locations were here in Tanglewood and how to get a perfect investigation bonus, be sure to leave a like on the video. It helps out a lot. And subscribe and hit that bell if you want to get notifications about more new videos. Thanks.